Smackdown. Welcome to DDE Smackdown. We're live in the home of the Philadelphia 76ers. I am DDE running the show, calling the action. We're going to kick it off with the #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships. FTR. And a great match that they won last week from the Heart Foundation. What's going on, Philadelphia? Look, last week we earned an opportunity at the Tag Team Championships, and we warned the Crusher Brothers that we were coming for the Tag Team titles. We earned a shot at Wrestle Dream, but plans have changed. Me and Dex, we've talked. So we want the Crusher Brothers come out here right now. Here we go. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Crusher Brothers, has been undefeated. Whoa, first off, you don't call us out. We call you guys out, right, Barry? Yeah, exactly what my brother said. We are the best tag team in the world. But me and my brother want to be the best tag team in the universe. And we have to beat you to prove it. Yeah, you're right. You do gotta beat us, but we have to beat you more importantly. Because me and Cash wants to prove to everybody that the FTR is still the top guys. That's why we don't want to wait till Wrestle Dream. We want to cash in our match next week. You want to face us next week? You're on. The date is set. The Crusher Brothers versus FTR next week. You ready, Tonga? Yeah. You ready? Where's Tonga Loa? There he is, right there. Tonga, why aren't you dressed? Look, I don't know what to say. I lost my gear. What? How you lose your gear? Trying to prove that you got aura. And what it look like you wrestling in a suit? You supposed to look cool. No, I'm sorry, but I forgot my gear. But look, I can still get my aura back by wrestling in a suit. Look, if that suit hinders your performance tonight, you ain't gonna have to answer to me. You gonna have to answer to the final boss. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. On Monday, we announced the host of DDE Wrestle Dream and Bad Bunny, but now we are gonna announce the host of DDE ECW One Night Stand this Sunday in 2300 Arena. My favorite artist, Travis Scott. I am your host of ECW One Night Stand. As the most hardcore rapper, I had to host the most hardcore show in wrestling. And we gonna throw the biggest rager this Sunday. But right now, let me introduce the ruler, OBA FEMI. This match is gonna fall already in the ring. Finn Balor and his opponent, the ruler, OBA FEMI. This is Femi's second match, and and he's taking on the Prince. Here we go. It is Balor versus Femi, and Balor starting off hot. Yeah, that's what he's got to do, though, to take down Femi in a dinosaur drop kick. by FEMI and a flying lariat, taking down Balor. And now Balor set up right in front of my table. FEMI in pursuit. Oh my gosh, FEMI over my table. Landing on his neck and Balor in the ring. And a Balor somersault plancha. And I'm gonna lift up a 310 FEMI. Looking for the dagger now. Coup de grace. FEMI gonna catch Balor in his tracks and gonna launch him off the top rope. And now FEMI look for a splash in the corner. Nobody home. Balor in pursuit. Sling blade caught by FEMI. Look at the strength and launching Balor across the ring. And now stalking Balor with a fall from grace and another impressive win. And now we hear from Mr. Money in the Bank, Beverly Hill, who took out Triple H last week. Last week, I did what the ring general said. I made a name for myself. And I took out Triple H. Some people say there's no bloody way that Beverly Hill took out Triple H. Well, I did. Because he's old and he's tired and he disrespected me. Wait a minute, it's Stephanie, the wife of Triple H.
Look, Beverly, I know you're young and you're all about making a name for yourself in this business. But you wait.
Allow me, ma'am. Allow me, madam.
Thank you. But you put my husband on the shelf for 2 weeks. When he got home, he was beaten, bloodied. Worse enough, our kids had to see him like that.
Well, I deeply apologize, madam. But I did not want it to go that far. I just wanted a friendly exhibition with your husband. So I had to take matters into my own hands.
Yeah, by invoking my name. And don't you ever say my name.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stephanie. Oops, I just said it. Look, what I mean and what I said was true. I could show you a real classy time, unlike Triple H. I know you're getting tired of that old man. I can be a way better husband. I can be a way better father. And I can learn so much from you, just like you can learn a lot from me from what I'm learning from the DDE champion, the Ring General, Gunther. Look, quiet down, look. I just thought that the classiest woman in wrestling should be with the classiest man. I see you lost that class to your age.
My husband will be back in 2 weeks, and he is gonna kick your...
For the second week in a row, Beverly Hill gets slapped in the mouth. And now, it is main event time. This is your main event. It's going to work by this is a no-holds-barred tornado tag team match. This is the first LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight team with his best friend at the time, the American Nightmare. And his tag team partner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. It is Cody and Knight versus the Gorillas of Destiny. This is Cody's first street fight tag team match, I believe, in his career. He's doing it with his closest ally in LA Knight. And their opponent, representing the Road Bloodline, Tongaloa Tamatanga, the Gorillas of Death. destiny. The Tongans' first tag team match indeed. And you see Tonga Loa got his gear lost. Here we go. It is no rules, no holds barred tornado tag team match. And now over the top rope goes One Night with a drop kick between the ropes and a disaster kick. Now Knight bringing out the tables. Knights and Rhodes has been won this match against the Rogue Bloodline ever since they took Cody out and Knight a few weeks back. And now look at this, Tama Tonga from behind. A cheap shot to Cody Rhodes. Now Tonga Loa with a steel chair. And again, and just pulverizing LA Knight with that steel chair. Loa says he wants to prove that he has aura in a senton. And look at this. Tama Tonga banging his head on the table. What is wrong with that guy? And Knight with a steel chair of his own. And now, with Tama with a kendo stick, Knight gonna try to save Cody Rhodes. And now, cut Rhodes with the jabs now. Into a bionic elbow. And now, gonna throw Tama Tonga into Knight with the kendo stick. From behind Tonga Loa. Wait a minute. Rhodes on a Cody cutter from the top rope through the table. Oh my gosh. And now in the ring. Tama Tonga to the top rope. Look at LA Knight like a cat. And a superplex through the table. It is carnage everywhere. This is probably like a little teaser what we're going to see in Anarchy in the arena. And now look at this. Rhodes with a crossroads. And I'm going to set Tama Tonga up in a BFT block for his trauma. No, wait a minute, Knight. Who put the Rock? The Rock pulling out Rhodes. And Jimmy Uso pulling out Knight. What? The Rock is here. And now the Rogue Bloodline taking out Rhodes and Knight. The Rock directing traffic, taking apart my table now. Now look at Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga getting back into their feet. And Jacob Fatu and Samoa Joe, Jimmy Uso holding back Cody Rhodes. And oh my gosh, Jacob with a moonsault through Knight through our table. Fatu is in preparedness for the match with Roman Reigns at Wrestle Dream. I told you. Never forget Cody Rhodes. I will always be there no matter what. Another guerrilla warfare. 1, 2, and the Tongans. The Gorillas of Destiny. And the Rogue Bloodline. Wait a minute. Look at this. Cody's still trying to fight. Now Jacob Fatu. Jacob in the rock bottom. A rock bottom. And now Rock telling Jacob, go to the top. And a moonsault. The Rogue Bloodline is on Raw and on Smackdown. They have to be stopped.